Hey guys, IceBreaker back again. Got another tutorial walkthrough video for you. Today we're going to be looking at Ransom. This one. There's a couple of ways you can hit this map. In this video we're going to be showing you a brick hit. As you can see, there's a gap there behind core where there's normally a couple of defenses that you can use to your advantage to do a core wrap, but we'll go into that into another video. This video we're going to show you the path and how to do it with brick. You can see these three rocket launchers here. These aren't typical, they're not normally rocket launchers. The shock launchers are typical, the machine guns here are typical, and these ones here are typical, and the rocket launchers obviously in this corner here, that's all pretty standard. It's just these three rocket launchers here that are out of the ordinary on this one. You can see it's not a hot beach. You can land on the beach until you get to the end there where that machine gun will reach. So first of all, the guy's going to clear the mines because we're going to come up the left side of this core. I'm going to drop an arty there in the middle. Level 20 mines. He knows he can get away with one. Okay, so now you see his flare there, down nice and deep, low in the water as always. Just out of range there of the machine gun. He's just coming into range there, so he's got a smoke down. Now, your first flare point is right in there behind that sniper, and you want the flare to be tight to the wall. You want the flare to be as close to the side of the map as you can get it along that top edge. The girls will come along through here, and Brick will come out front, so she'll clear these two mines. You can use Brick to take these couple out, or Bullet if that's who you're taking, but this one's Brick. Okay, now you put your next smoke down, and then once your girls, sort of the first sort of 5-10 girls reach Brick and the flare, you're going to send your next flare up to this corner. Now you can either do this corner here, which is the same flare point for the wrap, or if there's defenses there's a couple of tiles here sort of to the right of this machine gun, where you can park up with Brick to do a brick hit if you're not comfortable doing the wraps. Okay, so as soon as that flare lands, the girls will split around the sniper tower, but then they'll go tight against the wall, which is why that flare there is key, being tight against the wall. Gives you a nice clean path for your Zookas to stay together. As you can see here, Brick's going to clear that mine. So then your last two smokes go down together as always, so that when you flare core, the girls don't peek. Now, on this one, you can see he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 shocks. So these 5 machine guns are 1 shock. And normally these 4 shock launchers are the other shock, but you can see that because that rocket launcher is there on this one, he's placed the shock so that it can catch that rocket launcher as well to reduce another shock. So that's normally 1 and 2 shocks. If you're doing the normal brick hit from when they're standing here at 9 o'clock, this shock here is another standard shock, and this one on the rocket launchers here is the other shock. With this one on the machine guns and flamethrowers and the ones on the rocket launchers, you don't need to shock those when you're doing the wrap with Bullet, but with a brick hit you do. So you've got to shock it all when you're using brick. As you see, that Zooka's takedown core. Now, if core health was quite big and you were limited on GBE now, what you could do is throw critters down sort of above these machine guns and maybe put 1 shock down if you've got it, that might give you enough distraction just to get a couple more hits off with the girls before the machine guns and the rocket launchers take out all your girls. That, you know, that sort of late critters and your last shock, because obviously you can't shock everything twice. So a box of critters and one extra shock just to help those critters stay alive for a few seconds, or sometimes give you a couple of extra volleys just to take the last bit of core health down. So that path is always the same on Ransom. It's always the same flare points. It's always the same walk if you use that tight flare. Excuse me. If you use that tight flare to that wall, and then depending on which hero you're taking, your flare point at that end. So I hope that helps, guys. That was really nicely well done by VerteX. Thank you for letting me use your video, mate. If this has helped you take on Ransom for the first time, you get your first solo, make sure you post those videos in the group. We'll catch you next time. Cheers, guys.